Here's the lake. There's some really pretty water lilies. I'm not sure what you call them. Water hyacinths, I think, growing by the lake. And the bell is dinging because I took off my seatbelt. Trying to remind me, get my seatbelt back on. This is walking around Lake Irma. And now I'm going to show you a really pretty house. This lady has the biggest house in Lakeland.
6,000 square feet, I think.
6,000 square feet, Alan said. There's part of her house. Very pretty. Shortly after they built this house, her husband died. He never got to live in it. Now we are going back to an area that is kind of like for older people and also low-cost housing. I hope this is not too... Oh, that's a beautiful barn. We have a lot of those. Okay, this is called Chestnut Village. And we're just going to drive by it quickly. As you can see, they're divided into apartments, and you can get low-cost housing, or else it's for the elderly also. And they're very pretty little apartments. They're very small, and we have several sisters that live here. It started raining harder, but now I'm going to show you Brother Kaufman's house. This is his house, and he has this cute little statue out front. They love to collect old things. They have a very beautiful house. Their house is one of the oldest homes in Lakeland, and it was owned by a very wealthy woman. I'm not sure how much they paid for it, but they loved it because it was old. It's such a pretty house. Their daughter got married out front under the porch, I guess you'd call it, and Alan performed the wedding. It was very, very beautiful. I don't know if you can see them, but this lady has the most beautiful, I think they're called bougainvillea, growing on her fence. I just love those flowers. And then there's another crepe myrtle tree across the street. And then this is the back of the little small library in Lakeland. That's what our stop signs look like. And across the street is the health department, where you can go and get shots, and school children get their checkups, and you can get your blood pressure checked. This is the sign out front of the City Hall of Lakeland. It tells the day, the time, and the temperature. And it's a small building, so they're getting ready to build another building, a new City Hall. Here's the post office where we mail our letters. There's the front of the City Hall. This is one of the schools here in Lakeland. This is where the little children go. It's called the primary school, Lanier County Primary School.
The new City Hall's right down here.
This is the road we drive down every time we go to Valdosta. Now we're coming to a little shopping center on our left. Well, we have Fred's on the right. We have a little fruit stand where we can buy watermelons. There's Fred's. I like to go to Fred's. And then we have Family Dollar and Hardee's, which we spend a lot of time, or I should say money, at Hardee's. Alright, now I'm going to show you a new business we have in Lakeland. It's called a package store, and they sell liquor there. It's brand new. I've never been there. We don't actually have pubs here or public houses. They call them bars, and we don't have any here in Lakeland. And if I went to a bar, that would be something that would be really frowned on in this country. Bars and nightclubs, but anyway. Alright, so we're turning left here, and this building is the building that they cut into 3 pieces and moved. It was an old school. It was an old school.
4 pieces.
They cut it into 4 different sections and moved it right through town. There's a trolley that's going to be taking people through Lakeland when they have the Flatlanders Arts and Crafts Show, which is coming right up the end of this month. When you go to the left here, all of this section is, I guess you call the black section of town. And so you do see a lot of people walking in this section. But in the other sections, you just see people walking around Lake Irma, and that's about it. These homes facing this street are pretty nice, but once you go on the other side, there are a lot of really run-down homes, and it's very sad. But usually they're very clean, even though they might have a floor that kind of looks like unpainted wood, kind of a bare wood floor. But that was something I had to get used to when we moved here, because it was so different from where I came from. They grow a lot of cotton in the south, cotton and tobacco. The cotton is just now starting to bloom out. I wanted to get you a picture of the tobacco. They're starting to pick, those are tobacco barns, new fashioned tobacco barns. And I wanted to get you a picture of them picking they use like machinery now, but it started raining.